Now let's see this question. A, B and C are partners. A receives 2/3 of the profit. B and C dividing the remainder equally. A's income increased by $200. Then when the rate of the profit raises from 3% to 5%, find the capital of B. Now what is that they're trying to say is, there are three people, A, B and C, and out of which A is getting 2/3 of the profit and B and C are dividing the remaining profits equally, right? And A's income is going to be increased by $200 when the rate of profit raises from 3% to 5%. Okay, that is the question given. Now they are asking find the capital of B. So they are not asking about the profit, they are asking about the capital. So how to solve it is, one thing is for sure, profits PA is to PB is to PC. The ratio of profits in this case is equal to ratio of the investments. Why? Because nothing is mentioned about the time. In the earlier example I told you that if nothing is mentioned about the time, they are going to get the profits in the ratio of their investments. Okay, and what will be the total investments? That is not given. Let us assume that the total investment is I. If total investment is going to be I, then what is the profit that we got? They are saying that initially we got a profit of 3% and then we got a profit of 5%. So when we get a profit of 3%, what is that? What is the meaning of it? Whatever you have invested, on that we are getting 3% extra. Therefore, when it is given that we are getting 3% profit, then the profit is going to be 103% of the investment. So this concept I have already told you, this concept in profit and loss formulas also. You can see that profit and loss. So it is going to be 100 plus profit divided by 100 into investment, right? So that is what is selling price. So here the profit. Okay. Now if this is the total profit made, how is it divided? It is divided like this. Profit for A is, see this, 2/3 of the profit is taken by A. Therefore profit made by A is 2/3 of this amount. 2/3 of this amount. 2/3 of 1/3 to 100 into I, right? Now what about when the profit is 5%? If you see this, they are saying that profit is increased from 3% to 5%. Initially it was 3%, later it is increased to 5%. When the profit is 5% of the investment, then what would have been the profit? Then the actual profit would have been 105 by 100 of the investment, right? Now in this case, if this is the total profit, then what will be the profit or the income earned by A? Income earned by A or the profit is equal to 2/3 of this amount, isn't it? 105 divided by 100 into I. Now look at this statement. A's income increases by $200 when the profit increased from 3 to 5, isn't it? When the profit increased from 3 to 5, A has got a 200 rupees more income, right? Therefore the difference between these two numbers is given as 200. So what does it mean? 2/3, see this one, the profit earned by A when the profits are 5% and the profit earned by B, earned by A when the profit is 3%. The difference between these two is going to be 200. That is what I am going to write. 2/3 into 105 by 100 into I minus 2/3 into 103 by 100 into I is equal to $200, right? Now you can write like this. If I pull out 2/3 into I as common, then 105 minus 103 by 100, which is nothing but 2/100 is equal to $200, right? So it is 100 and it is 50. So investment is going to be, initial investment, total investment is going to be $15,000. This is the total initial investment, right? Now I told you that the investments and the profit ratio both are same, which means investment ratio is going to be like this. See this, 2/3 of the profit is taken by A. Why is it taken? Because their investment is in that, right? So it is 2/3, and in the remaining 1/3, half is taken by 6. Half is taken by B and half is taken by C. See, if 2/3 is taken by A, then what is the remaining? 1/3 is remaining, right? Out of which half of it is taken by B and half of it is taken by C, which means 1/6 and 1/6. Therefore, the ratio is 1/6 and 1/6. Got it? So, what will be the profit made by, what will be the investment made by who? B, right? So, investment made by B equal to 1/6 of the total investment, which means if he is taking 1/6 of the total profit, then of course the investment made will be 1/5 of the total investment. If this is the total investment, then his total profit investment, if this is the total investment, then the investment by B is equal to 1/6 of this. So this number turns out to be 2,500. So if you want to find out what is the investment made by each one of them, you can find it. Anyway, they have asked only for B. Just to find out whether you are doing it right or wrong, you can find everything. So investment made by A, they are saying that he is taking 2/3 of the profits. When can he take 2/3 of the profits? Only when he has invested 2/3 of the investment, isn't it? If the total investment made by all three is 15,000, then definitely investment made by A would have been 2/3 of 15,000. Right? And what about investment made by B? That will be 1/6 of the total investment. And what about investment made by C? That will be 1/6 of the total investment. Right? Now if you add them all up, if you just add them all up, you are supposed to get the total investment, which is 15,000. Right? You try to add them all up. Now you can take out 15,000 as common, then 2/3 plus 1/6 plus 1/6. It is going to be 1. Got it? Okay.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs, universities better than IITs, they have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%, but all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkee's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkee, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkee is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkee. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities, but whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is, we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.